Hello. On behalf of Nat 21, welcome to Savage Moon, which I understand, Invisible Kimberly, this was at one point Side Quest Sunday, right?
I believe so.
So currently the side quests are taking place on the moon, kind of.
The moon, I hear, is a fantastic place.
It is not only fantastic, it is savage.
Yes. Speaking of savage, how about that intro?
It was savage. It was a little too clean. It would have,
Oh,
I would have liked more scan lines and jump cuts.
I can do that. You
People
ready?
screaming. So I understand we're basically stalling a little bit for people to log on, but we could go ahead and go over our meddling menu. Yeah,
Yes, the meddling menu. Let me see if I've got that in this. Boom. There it
perfect.
is.
So do you know the rundown, or shall I?
Let's both try. Well, actually, why don't you go ahead and do it? You know it well.
All right. The costs you'll find on your in the Twitch area where you spend your points. I honestly don't remember the numbers for all of these, but they will change occasionally over time, which is why they're not on this card. Inspiration has to be assigned to a specific character. They can then use it whatever they like to reroll anything, including damage rolls.
My inspiration is 1,000 points.
There you go. The other thing you can do for the group as a whole to help out is you can add a savage or brutal to the group, which will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Savage allows anyone in the group can call on it to crit on a 19 or better to inflict triple damage. Or brutal crits on an 18 or better and inflicts quadruple damage. We had a tiny little henchman person damn near gut a dinosaur a couple of sessions back because of something like that.
Savage 500 points and brutal 1,500. All of these are in the Twitch points list.
Perfect. And the last one is chaos. And chaos is basically spending points to appeal to my worst, darker nature. It's to screw with the party. So far, because of Twitch points, we've lost NPCs. A cursed book has been introduced to the ongoing campaign. I try to honor your contributions by being as big a bastard as the ongoing narrative will allow. So, do you think they've had enough time to log on, Kimberly?
Maybe a little bit more. Chaos is 2,000 points. And I just need to remind them that a natural 1 or a natural 20 is sacred and cannot be modified with your unnatural saintly powers. I think they've had enough time.
I use the term sacrosanct only because, in my opinion, nothing is sacred. But that's the kind of bastard I am. I think there's probably enough time. Can we do the intro?
Sure. As soon as I locate that magic intro button, I will make this happen. La la la, the intro's me singing this time. La la la.
I've got it here. Do you want me to hear it?
Una was the first world created by the gods before they withdrew from the mortal plane. When they created the new world, Urt, Una became its first moon. The peoples of the world they abandoned still struggle to survive against dark cults, primordial monsters, strange magics, and ruthless warlords. On the Savage Moon, the hardest thing to be is a hero.
welcome. You will notice that our usual players are not in attendance today. They're getting a break. Mab needs the day off, so we have given that to her because she absolutely deserves it. And instead, we're telling another story from the world of Savage Moon. Let's go ahead and intro the story, then I'll bring on the players, and they can introduce the characters for today. In the days before our saga began, a celebration was held in Zer for 3 men. A day-long feast commemorating everything they had done for their people in their long lives. It was also kind of a living wake, as the 3 were about to leave the village on their final hunt. It was tradition for those who had lived long enough that their advanced age could prove a liability to volunteer for the most dangerous of duties. It is expected that they would not survive. This ensured their death would be glorious and honorable. One of these 3, Uthar the Undying, has attended a celebration like this 3 times already. Each time, the people of Zer celebrated him and said their farewells. Each time, he bested whatever creature he was sent to hunt. Instead of wandering off into the wilds, he returned, swearing that one day something would kill him. Let's bring on everyone, and then we can do intros. So a real quick out-of-character intro, and then we'll go to in-character introductions. These are, I guess, Wave, a lovely Queen Wave, when I call you out. Dave Robeson, he is a storyteller extraordinaire. Joe Edelsick, who is one of the finest players I have ever sat at a table with. And that's saying something. And Aaron, whose last name is slipping my mind because I have holes in my brain.
Eiler, we'll go with that.
Eiler, thank you. I remembered your first name, damn it. That's something. And he is a friend of mine from Sherwood Forest Fair and then beyond. He's one of those people that I've sort of plucked from this sort of semi-fictional existence to like real world shenanigans. So all 3 of these people were to be completely accurate, were volunteered to jump in today. You'll notice we have kind of a theme, like doing a player deck in Magic. You know, this deck is obviously not the teenage girl deck.
No.
See if you can guess what the theme of this deck is.
Crusty old barbarians, yeah.
So, let's start with Garn. Can you introduce Garn and explain who he is?
Absolutely. Garn is the Fist of Zer. He has been a warrior defending the tribe from all adversaries, human or animal. A fierce warrior given to great rages, and during such rages wreaking havoc upon whoever crosses his line of sight. So dedicated to his role as defender and Fist of Zer that he eschewed a wife, a family, so that he would not be distracted and remain single-minded in his dedication to his defense of the village and the tribe. And as the years advanced, he realized the folly of this. And as the long walk stretches before him, he realizes he has no children, no son or daughter to carry on the wisdom of the way of the berserker, and he feels great regret, and feels that he's somehow done wrong by the village, and hopes somehow, some way, perhaps with the last hunt, he might redeem himself for this shortcoming of his choice of his life.
I told you he was a storyteller. And Amar, can you introduce yourself, please?
Amar Farsighted. There was a time sitting at the knee of Barak the Swift where all that Amar wanted to do was be a scout, help his village in any way, shape, or form. And he achieved that. He has helped them find new areas for hunting. He has spotted enemies as they approached the village and allowed the village at the time, thus allowing Garn to charge into them and break them apart at the seams. But one day, sitting on a hill, his protege spotted the tusk boar before him, and it was at this point that Aemar realized that he was no longer able to perform his duties. And he has since readied himself and prepared for the long walk, at peace with what must come, because he knows he is no longer able to help the village the way he used to. He is ready to help the village the way he now must.
Nice.
This is a little bit too close to like how I'm thinking about my life. But it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, what do you do, man? You raised your kids. You run a game. You wrote like it's time to rewatch Nightmare on Elm Street for the 47th time.
Cutting a little close to the bone.
Yeah. No,
Time to take the long game.
I feel you, Aemar. Yeah, I think maybe the next Gen Con, I would just wander into an all-night session and never come back. So
There will be a lot that follow you.
What a way to go.
last but not least, Yuri the Undying.
Picture, if you will, a Sam Elliott-looking character, grizzled with lots of hair, as evidenced here. But imagine if you took him as a grape and made him a raisin from already being wrinkled to super wrinkled. Yuri was the hunt master of the tribe for many years. And then he had a family, had a wife and a son, and he became Yuri the elder. And his son became Yuri the younger. And he taught his son the ways of the hunt. But as he's gone up in year, his son aged as well. And he wants to take over at this point. So it's time for Yuri to take the long walk. But every time that Yuri took the long walk, since the tribe moves their settlement from time to time, they would come upon Yuri, usually skinning the corpse of a cave bear or something in the middle of the woods. So after this happened 3 times, 3 long hunts, they still came upon Yuri like a bad penny. He still turns up. They started calling him Yuri the Unkillable. Gary doesn't believe that there is anything after this life, but he's done with this life. But it can't kill him. He's seeking his final death. And hopefully on this long walk, he will find it and not show up again, and his son can take over for the Huntmaster role. And that's Yuri.
All right. So one thing in here, because I've got some pre-established stuff, but things like talking about, oh, I am the hammer of thus and so. I think in some of these cases, these characters are old enough where they used to be, and they've kind of lost track that they're not anymore. And you might occasionally get a younger warrior sit down with you and like, let's just talk about the way it was. Can you tell us again how you killed the cave bear?
With my teeth! I bit into its neck!
So we would do a very expensive long tracking shot through the village. The village is, by the way, this is Una. There's an awful lot of it, and we've only seen a very tiny portion in the south there. So Zur is here. You can place it in the map. You can kind of see it here. It's in the middle on the south. It's on that southern island. So this is where you are. Zur is occupied by a single human tribe. They call themselves the Zur because they're about as creative as an old Doctor Who episode. So things tend to have the obvious name because why not? As we do the tracking shot through the settlement, we see an awful lot of oiled up bodies. Like this, we've joked that the game Savage Moon is like an RPG you'd spray paint on the side of a boogie van. So a lot of like strong dudes and like hippie ladies, like, and not hippies, hippie ladies kind of curled up. It's a very testosterone driven setting.
It's a Frazetta painting.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ironically, our mainline game in this setting has been from the point of view of 3 teenage girls, which has been very interesting. They've referred to the prototypical muscular he-men burrows as Chads, and have acquired a series of them like Passepartout. So everywhere they go, it's like, oh, this is the Dwarven Chad. This is the and I've been referring while talking about this session as these are retiring elder Chads.
We are the dangling Chads. Yes.
They're tangling Chads.
We're ready to be snipped. All right, got it.
Wow, I don't want to go back to the 2 a.m. conversation again. All right, so we would go through. We'd see a very Ewok celebration kind of feast and revelry. We would see from a distance that Garm is down. Like, you know, you're here to be feted. I'm sure you play along, but it's like the weight of all of this is on you. Amar similarly is sort of steadfastingly sit through. But so Yuri, I'm assuming, just impatient.
Let's get this started.
There's some
Sooner started, sooner dead, sooner back.
there's side eyes to Yuri sometimes because it's pretty clear that some of the younger hunters expected Yuri to not like wander into a foraging group with, you know, wearing something's skull, like so he has, though legendary in his own way, clearly outplayed his welcome, although clearly through no malice aforethought. You know, it's pretty obvious that he wants to go out and get to it. So you are called at the end of this party into one of the larger buildings, and you meet with this fellow. His name is Razul. Razul is not exactly the hunt master. He's sort of he leads the defense. He's kind of like the military defender of the town. The chieftain is different. He leads everything. The hunt master literally leads hunts for food. This guy is more defense, more the overall military health of the settlement.
Barnes boss.
Yes. In this tent, he is in the company of an old woman with gray hair. You're all old enough that you have heard rumors of this woman. Her name is Mother Willa. Mother Willa is said to be a wandering wise woman. There's very much a Stormcrow vibe attributed to her in that her appearance often foretells some kind of disaster. But being a wise woman, her advice is highly valued.
Good news for you, Yuri.
It may be time.
Good news. I could use some. I haven't had any good news for years.
It may finally be your time.
Warriors,
Oh, I hope so.
Sid, I have something for you. So one thing that you may all have noticed at some point leading up to this is typically, let me get this piece of information. Yeah, there's normally a specific day on which the festival is held. It's tied to the phases of the moon. But here, you don't really fully know this, but the moon is actually the planet near the moon, but you don't have that, that bit of perspective. However, this particular festival was held 2 weeks earlier than anticipated. I think Yuri would be particularly aware of it. Because Yuri will be counting down the days to everyone.
Counting down the days, yes.
So this one came early. No explanation was given, but like all things, it is left to the discretion of the chief. So chief says festival tomorrow, festival tomorrow. But this is something you're all kind of aware of. Well,
I can get rid of you early there, Yuri.
the 4 of you have volunteered for the hunt. We have something worthy. Scouts have spotted a Zarukar. You all know what a Zarukar is, particularly Yuri. Zarukar is a massive six-legged predator covered in armor plating. They have voracious appetites and eat until bloated, then burrow in the earth to hibernate. They look kind of like the bugs in Starship Troopers. So big, pictures just rip you apart. For those of you all of you have a fairly dire mindset, obviously, to what's going on. That seems like this could do the trick.
Finally, a worthy end.
I
Final.
will lead you right to them.
Sending me after killer whales and cave bears and wolf packs. Finally, you found a foe worthy of my end. I will give it my full end.
Good. Normally would have you head out at dawn, but Obari has volunteered to take you out now, if you're ready. So, Yuri, Obari is one of your nephews. He is a hunter of no small skill.
So you're going to take us out, Salukai, Fradaro, what's your name again? I have so many nephews. I was prodigious.
Obari, he's waiting outside.
Oh, Obari, all right. So we'll go out to Obari.
Right, Razul, why is the wise woman here?
Oh, good point.
What portent does she bring?
She raises an eyebrow. He says, she had words of guidance for the chief's ears only. Those words were not for me, so I have nothing to tell you.
Look at the wise woman. Do you have any words for us?
Can we take an evil with us as we leave?
It is your time, she says. We will meet one more time, Garm.
Bow his head. Thank you.
Obari enters. He looks like this.
I don't like him.
Granduncle,
Yes.
I've been granted the honor to escort you.
Pah, honor. Just take us to the hunt.
All right. Come.
Clap Yuri on the back. Don't be impatient, friend. It's coming. Breathe the air. Taste.
Death comes on little cat feet. I wish it'd come on something faster, maybe cheetah feet.
6 of them.
As you leave, he turns his back to you, which is the tradition, and begins saying out loud the tale of your last journey. So they stood before me. Yuri called the Undying until this final battle, which finally took him to his reward. And then you go out with Obari. Obari has 4 other hunters with them, and they give you baskets of supplies. Again, the tradition is to carry only what you can carry. They give you some basic provisions, although you're in the company of a skilled hunter. And one thing that jungles do good is hunting and gathering in a jungle is not rough. So starving is not a common thing, right? Ha!
Oatmeal. Yes.
2 points to Bree.
Yeah, don't kill this bug. It's the diabetes.
Oh my god, have I made an RPG of my fucking life? Okay, never mind. That means you each represent something, and I'm pretty sure Yuri is my id. The 3 of you head out. You are escorted to the end of the area that they patrol, right? And Obari walks beside Yuri. Mighty One.
Please, just call me by my name. You're my relation. You're my blood.
So, Yuri, this is the last hunt, right?
I'm hoping. The others weren't up to the task. Evidently, our line is hard to kill.
Others have won their battles and then continue on.
I did continue on, but the stupid tribe keeps showing up where I'm sitting.
I'm getting some
You're getting flack. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm an embarrassment to the family. I know what they say. I know the truth of what they talk about. Ever since I fell from that cliff and broke my hip and lost a lung trying to dive for the ambergris from the sperm whale, I'm not even half the man I used to be.
But it was enough to kill that cave bear.
Yes, but it was my time. I should have let it kill me.
I heard the old woman. She said it was your time, and I don't think she was just talking to Garm.
Well, I'm ready.
Can I make it easier? Can I slice your tendons or something?
Listen in, great. I'm going to go into my last fight, fair and square.
I was just trying to help.
With a dagger between my teeth and a yowl at the back of my throat that I can't yell because I'm holding a dagger between my teeth. I'm going to dive into the last battle, and it'll take me. You don't need to help it.
I know the dagger yowl, granduncle. He puts a dagger in his teeth. He makes kind of a trilling at the back of his.
It's surprisingly like kazoo. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know why the other families aren't impressed, but I learned the dagger yowl, and it kind of messes up your tongue.
Yeah, little cuts here.
The Savage Moon is occasionally a little strange. All right, so they escort you to the edge of the patrolled area, and he embraces you. I hope to never see you again.
Likewise, whippersnapper. Hunt well,
And
hunt long, and die when it's your time.
They all turn their backs on you, and then as they walk away, begin telling stories about you, as though you're already gone.
Call back. There were two that time. As we
You're
walk
supposed to be dead. This is heartfelt.
Imar, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go.
Off we
Let it go. Come, our last great adventure together, our last explore, our last foe that we shall face together. Let us face it with a smile and our weapons clutched firm in our hands.
Yes. I just hope they get it right this time.
I'm going to need a survival check from Amar, please. Oh no, I'm sorry, Yuri. You would be leading the way, right?
Yes. So Yuri is limping forward using his oversized longbow as sort of a staff. Since he referred to a crushed hip at one point, he kind of walks like a crab, so he's not quite as skillful making his way through the leaves. For every 2 steps forward, he takes 1 step to the side. But he looks around him and rolls a 1.
We're dead.
Perfect.
He turns to look to his left, right into the twig of a tree. Ah!
So one thing I did, which I guess I'm such a generous GM, is I asked each of them to come up with a physical infirmity, which is one of the reasons that they have been asked to leave by the tribe. Yuri has described his. Amar, yours is pretty obvious. That's going to be a problem with ranged weapons, obviously. Garm, yours is a little less obvious, but you've and you have the bad
pneumonia lung.
Yeah. So the three of them, I actually referenced at some point we were talking about this, setting it up. The movie Three Crippled Heroes, which is an old martial arts movie. If you've not seen it, it is fucking bonkers and well worth the watch. They're not quite that bad, but it's Three Crippled Hero flavored. All right, so that 1. In fact, the 1 is going to. I hate to start with this, but a 1 is a 1.
A 1 is a 1. The GM invokes chaos.
Rolled a 1.
So I'm going to need a perception roll for all 3 of you. And I need to know anybody that fails to get a 14 or better.
21.
9.
11.
Okay. So, Yuri, you don't have to make this roll, but both Garn and Amar have to make dexterity saves. Pro tip: it'd be great to make these. Make a random roll better, and these going to require a 14.
16.
19 on this one.
Okay, so Yuri, we'd see this from Yuri's point of view. Strangle vines come down out of the trees and attempt to whip around your two companions and pull them away. But despite the fact that they're elders, their experience is great enough, they were able to stand aside. So at this point, I need initiative for all three of you, please.
13.
All right. Amar, what you got?
16.
And Yuri?
10.
Okay, first one to act is going to be Amar. Amar, so there are two tangle vines. There are others higher up. Are you going to try to fight them off or get the fuck out of there? Oh, by the way, we're hard PG. Feel free to swear. It's fine.
Shit, I didn't know.
Now you fucking know, you old fuck.
I think with that one I'm played by Walter Matthau, not Sam Elliott. I'm just
Well, that's a hell of a shift, Joe.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Imar whips out his two short swords. If it's my time to die, then let it be here, and starts laying around him.
So fuck the running. He lays in. So armor class 12 for the vine.
And we're starting off well. One hit's going to be a 14, and the other one's going to be a nat 1.
Ha! Well, the 14's a hit. What's your damage?
8 points. Slicing into it with one, and with the other one deciding that, I don't need this one.
All right. And then Garn, you're up.
Garn is going to charge and try to push Amar out of the way.
You want to promote the idea of getting the hell out?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm espousing.
Okay. So Amar, will you go along with this as you see him, or will you allow him to guide you out of the combat?
One does not put up a stopping hand to a charging berserker. So Imar goes, I guess this is how we're doing this now.
I'm going to get a free attack on Amar because he's not withdrawing. He's actually being pulled out of the combat. So the vine, I rolled a natural 20.
Jesus.
Ah!
Sorry, Amar, that was not the intent.
This is a one-act play, not a three-act.
I was going to say, this is not going to be.
I do 18 points of damage.
Holy shit!
And
Son of
you
a-
have been grappled. So, Garn, I think the way this is going to work is you pull him and the vine just plucks him up into the tree.
Ah!
Thanks for knocking me into the path.
And you see like there's a shower of blood because the vines are thorned, of course. The remaining vine is going to attack Garm. And hits. Well, if this is like a 12-minute adventure, so that's going to be okay. This wasn't critical though.
The moon would like to weigh in and let you all know that each of you have individually been rewarded inspiration.
Good.
Gods are watching, and they probably don't want you to die in the first 12 minutes.
Can we retroactively have had Garn use that?
At this point, no. Also, because this is part of the chaos, so I'm pretty comfortable that the chaos has been caused. Garm, you're going to take 10 points of damage, sir.
Ouch.
And at this point, Yuri, one of the vines has the rogue up in the
I
tree.
smell the distinctive scent of grasping vines somewhere nearby. Oh!
I'll kill you, fool!
So he will stumble backwards inartfully and pull out his long bow and try to shoot the vine that has Amar grappled.
Okay, go ahead.
And I will sharpshoot. So that is a 12.
That's a hit, just.
Okay.
Oh, that's a plus 10 damage, right?
Yes, indeed. So that is
nice.
15 points of piercing damage.
Very nice. Is everyone familiar with my? Although not mine. Apparently, there's other people that use it, but I'm the first one I know that used it. It was the the green, yellow, red thing. Where if you're mostly if most of your points it's green, if it's about half it's yellow. If you're about to go down, it's red. Generally, I don't allow. Oh, so you don't hit that one, Invisible Friend. That we roll when it's invoked. If a brutal has been bought for the group, it's put in the upper right hand corner like that.
I think we're both hitting the button at the same time. There it is.
We are.
Hooray!
That just means we're in sync. It's perfectly good.
Beautiful.
So that beautiful shot, it takes it below half. In fact, I think it's so much. Amar, it drops you. So go ahead and make an acrobatics test.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Uh-oh. You have inspiration.
I think now is that was an 8. Now is a really good time to go ahead and use that inspiration.
How many hit points you got left, Amar?
2, and I follow that up using my inspiration for a magnificent 7.
Magnificent 7. I love that.
It was a great movie.
So he falls with a plop and stops moving. So you shoot, and for all an onlooker would think you just shot Amar, because cause and effect looks like that's what happened.
Thwack, thump,
Yep.
nothing.
I know why you two were sent with me. You're here to take me out.
All right, Amar, I need a death save, my friend.
Let's start this out well.
What time is it? Hold on.
I hear the ghost of Yeska laughing in the background.
Oh, very much so. 5.
Okay,
So we're
that's
starting this
gonna
off
be-
well.
So that's one fail so far. Well, it's a land speed record, I gotta say. All right. Garn, you're up next. So
I would love to. There's still Vine to contend with.
You need to make an athletics test.
Oh, okay.
Now, are you raged, sir?
I am not. I'm concerned about my friend Imar. I need to get him out of here.
So the thing is, if you rage, the athletics test will be at advantage
Ah,
because you get stronger,
right. Yeah.
but you'll be a little dumber.
Right. And see, I'm already pretty dumb. Clearly, I killed my friend Imar in trying to save him. So I guess sure, let's go ahead. I'll burn one of my 3
I
rages.
love the vibe with these older characters that the reaction on the battlefield is like, oh shit, what the fuck.
Fine. Fine. I'll burn one of my rages so my athletics will be at advantage.
All right, so go ahead and roll it.
Clackety clackety clack. There we go. 23.
So you flex chest the vine off and you get your action.
Don't look, Yuri.
I'm
Is
gonna
it-
let that
is it gone?
It's gone.
That didn't take your action for the round. So do you want to unfortunately you can't run up. First aid is not a berserker skill.
I just want to get him away from the vines.
So you just want to do the reverse of what you got him. Pick him up and run again.
I've been trying to get him out of the vines since this whole thing started. That's
Okay.
all I want to do.
Because it's fucking funny, and because the gods are offering their hard-earned gold for this, I'm gonna say that you run directly into the second vine.
Oh God. Now I'm really raging. Get it, fucking vine! God, sucking fucking.
Around the neck.
Boy, Meg's pulling for you. So he's pulled all of your arms into the trees again. The other vine is going to stretch down and try to counterattack on Yuri. Finally, I got a 1. I was rolling a little too good there. Yuri, you're up.
It's not going to end quite so easily for you. Damn plant life! I've hated all you plants since I was a child.
Yes!
You just yelled damn plant life.
Walking asparagus, angry broccoli.
So Yuri will limp as fast as he can, which isn't very fast, up to Amar's corpse, and lay his hand in it. And
You want to climb the tree?
oh, he's up in the tree. Amar's up in the tree. I'm gonna have to. So so I drop the bow and try to shimmy my way up the tree.
Athletics test. Fortunately, your arms are a little better than your knees.
With groans every step of the way. That is a athletics 13.
You can get up to him. You're going to be able to start the next round by carrying it, but not now because you had to
No, I'm not carrying him. I want to touch him so I could cast
I'm
Cure
sorry,
Wounds.
Is you had to do your action to climb.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
No,
Fine.
you're good.
right.
All right, so that's Garn. You're not being strangled. One has your buddy, and the other one was trying to attack Yuri. So if you have a ranged weapon, you can attack the almost dead one that's up there. There's another one that's just wandering around taking pot shots.
Yeah. Okay. Javelin at the one that might menace Yuri and Aimar.
Teamwork makes the
Javelin.
dream work.
Teamwork hasn't worked so well so far.
It's doing something.
I can. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Javelin. Right.
Damn it, Bree! I specialize in geriatric rope bonding. Don't call me out like that.
11. I
Those are
rolled
some
an
really
11.
old ropes.
A whiff with an 11.
Yep, missed by one. Wait, you have an Inspire, Garn.
I will use it because I want to kill this plant as much as Yuri does. Die, plant! How about a 16?
Much better. Okay,
Excellent.
Do your damage.
I will do my damage. It is a 4, and I'm raging, so it's a plus. So that's 6. 6 points of damage.
Which is exactly enough to destroy that vine.
Ugh.
Very well timed. And at this point,
Ah,
you've done that. So that vine is dead. The other one is going to... and you can go... I'm going to let you jump because what we talked about. You're up there. Go ahead and do your cure, Yuri.
Okay.
Garn took out the vine that was up there, which might have been a problem.
6 points of healing to Amar.
Okay, so what that's going to end up looking like is you're going to catch him when the vine drops him and be curing as he's now dangling from Yuri because Garn killed the vine that was supporting him. So at this point,
It's up to you, Garn.
yeah, Garm, it's kind of up to you.
All right, can you paint this picture for me?
So there's up in the trees, there is Yuri hanging onto the tree with one arm and hanging onto Amar with the other. Amar is slowly waking up because he got cured, but he's dangling from Yuri. You are dealing with one still very active, undamaged Stranglevine.
I hate these things.
Well, you're already pre-raged, so you're good.
Yes, I'm really enraged by them, so I will draw the flail and just wail into this bastard hard.
So it's a whale flail.
Oh, wait, it is a whale flail. Well, we are on the coast, anything's possible.
It's true. Armor class 12.
Oh, bitch, 23.
Hot damn.
So what did you roll at 18 or better?
I rolled a 19.
So you can invoke that brutal and do quadruple damage, sir.
oh, do it.
I don't see. I don't want to do it on. Yes, I will invoke the brutal.
So-
and I will do quadruple
The
damage.
thing is, the gods that are helping you want to spend your points want to spend their points to help you get through. You don't have to hang on to it like candy at the run fair. Just eat it and go.
Yes, just here, eat this. This
Yeah, I
is
think-
6, 8, that's 32 points of damage. You vile picking broccoli.
Damn.
So that is literally enough to one-shot the tentacle. So it comes on you, and you do a Dirk of the Daring and just chop that you smash it in half. The The combat is over, and Yuri, you're perhaps a little disappointed.
I'm still here.
Next time, stand where I'm standing.
Next time, warn me, and you see Vine's coming. I'm
missed him.
losing my touch.
I'm sorry, Amar. I didn't want your blade stained with plant juice before our great battle with the Razgul, with the Zurukar.
Well, don't worry. At least at this case, they're clean as I'm wiping off all the guck and the vine juice off of all the rest of me.
And Garn looks suitably embarrassed.
But keep
Next time,
checking
you're
with
knocking me
one.
out, not
This-
in.
I thought that's what I was doing.
Do you want to try a short rest? Because I think a couple of you are pretty beat up, right?
I think that's a good idea. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very good. So we turn around, we wave back at the wall of the village.
We got it.
Okay.
Fortunately, I used 2 chaos. Oh shit, there's more back. Okay. So you make a temporary camp, and Paula warned me about this, about the pacing of these things, and I was asked by the gods to put a chaos option in here, and I see why. All right.
But
So go ahead and take your rest.
all right, short rest. Lovely. There's a way to do that, isn't there?
Yes,
It's
there
at the top of your sheet.
Very good. Short rest. Ding dong. Lovely.
Yes.
You're still gonna have to spend your hit dice to get your hit points back.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I actually get them all back after that, thanks to the healing from Yuri there. You see
Excellent.
why you're undying. It
So I'm
takes off
gonna
of
need
you.
Yuri to make a perception roll. I'm going to judge that Garn is coming down off his rage, and Amar was nearly torn apart.
That would be a 9.
Okay. When you're ready to go again, you check your supplies, and I think that was my 3rd chaos spent, Kimberly. So that should probably be off me now. Your most of your provisions and extra stuff, like your extra javelins. So you have 1 Garn, but only 1. Someone had come into the camp and has emptied your packs. So you've
That
got
nephew-
your armor and primary weapon, and that's basically it.
That nephew of yours is being a real prick.
Luckily,
Yes,
I
he's a
like
good-
finding.
He's a good boy. I've trained him well.
I think for the camera, not for the characters, just so because someone invoked that cast, which I was then able to invoke, we would see the animation of the Twiglings making their way into camp and like sort of like a wild fae sorcerer's apprentice carrying away the and because the group of old heroes had the wind knocked out of them. And I'm
Sleep soundly.
assuming with Yuri having the best, you've got a good roll, but I'm assuming there's a fair amount of cursing.
Oh, yes.
Just a bit.
All right, so yeah, they got the short rest because they didn't actually notice the thing that would have interrupted, so they got the bonus. So you're all pretty well on hit points now, right?
You're looking better, Imar.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm ready for I'm ready for the next 10 minutes.
Doesn't make a good story to die to a plant. Let's die to something worthy.
Exactly. That was my thought exactly.
Well, next time I'll make sure I attack something worthy and then sidestep.
All right.
Fair point.
So off you head. I'm going to need another from Yuri, who is still unkillable. Going to need another survival check, please.
Woo! I rolled a 20, so that's a 24.
So that is way better than the 1.
Polar opposites, yes.
So you end up, because you don't have an exact location for this thing, you're going to end up going where the scouts found it and going to where you think it's likely to be hunting. But with that roll, you are pretty sure you're in the right neighborhood. So, however, though, it's getting late. Camp is probably a good idea. So will you force march and not sleep, or will you...
This is our last hunt. Of course we'll force march. Rushing to death.
I'm good.
Don't skip
Yuri.
and jump or shuffle.
Yuri, look at Garn here. Look at Garn. He is going to face this. He should face it at full breath with a scream in his heart.
Ah, you
not a gasp in
are
his
going to
lungs.
keep me alive a fourth time. Fine.
Yuri, I swear by the spirits, if you survive this, I'll kill you myself.
Now that's a worthy foe.
I love you, brother.
I'm going to need a Constitution save against a 12 from everybody. Garm, you do it at a disadvantage.
I think Amar was trying to convince us not to do a force march.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. Did he succeed?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Never mind. That was the roll
Because
for
Garn
force march.
promised to fight me himself if necessary.
Perfect.
So
I
that's
finally
good.
make
I
it.
had to read a thing. Yeah. All right, beautiful. So you are resting. So I'm going to need someone roll a d12 for me.
Not me. Mine go bad already.
I got
This
it.
is not even upper or low. This is
Three.
Like,
He's
so it's
got it.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So gone. The other two companions are asleep. It is well and truly dark. Savage Moon is big on jungle bugs. So there's a lot of fighting things off and probably keeping them off of your sleeping companions. I need you to make a perception roll, please.
I rolled a 20. Ha
You smell tusk boar. So you're downwind from one of those things.
Quietly wake up Yuri and Ima.
What?
Given that you rolled so well, you have enough time to do that. The two of you are awake. When he calls it out to you, Imar, you can definitely smell
It's that way.
it. Imar, give me a perception.
15.
Okay. It is moving this way. Again, with your experience and skills, in particular, history with these creatures. It sounds like so when you take a giant, amped up, ultra horny pig, and it tries to kind of sneak up, it makes kind of almost a comical, like careful crunchy noise, and like the little snorties are like be quiet, snort face. So, but that to you says it's trying to get in position to charge.
Brace yourself.
Get up in the trees.
It's coming this way. Behind a tree, you can slash it as it passes.
Up in a tree, it can't get to you.
Yuri,
I
Behind a
love
tree,
the
you can
idea that
slash it.
Yuri's first move now twice has been to the trees.
Yuri.
They're my friends.
My only
Considering-
friends.
Considering that Joe and I used to both be occasionally in a show called Dungeon Master, and we were abusive fighters to the point where we would beat the enemies because we had extra large weapons and nonsense. So to beat us, they'd take out a 2x4 and then make us fight on the 2x4 because neither one of us has good balance. So it was like taking Lancelot and go, "Here, hold this egg." So you go up into the tree. Garm, you just
I will draw its attention. You two kill it.
you're ready to okay. And so Imar, you're ready to be behind a tree or something.
I'm going to get behind a tree with swords out so that as it rushes past towards Garn, I can slice it and then let it bowl him over.
So the night air is cut by the roar of the tusk boar. In it comes. So it is about the mass of a Nissan. It is a big, bone forward, hairy, over aggressive beast of a beast. And Garn, it is looking for an opponent, and you want to draw its attention.
Garn answers its roar with one of his own. Roar!
I do that as an intimidate roll. I'm going to give you advantage.
Excellent.
It seems like the appropriate. That's the way to go, right?
19.
It was going kind of this way, and here's where it goes. Oh, and charges you. As it charges in, Yuri, are you waiting for it to contact Garm or waiting for Aymar? Like, when is your attack coming?
The minute I can get to a branch where I can sit and draw my bow and take a beat on it.
Okay, so you're up there.
Mhm.
Aymar, as it passes, go ahead and roll to hit. You do it at advantage because it's paying no attention to you.
Well, with advantage and the 2 hits. First one is a 19
So remember, the advantage is only on the first roll.
on the first swing.
Yeah, when you have advantage, it's going to be on the first attack in a round. So it won't
Okay.
be on all attacks that round. There may be effects that do that, but not this.
Fair enough. Then,
Like if you do whatever that light fairy
Fairy fire?
Fairy
Yeah.
fire.
largely considered the most abusive low level spell in the game. It gives like a take the advantage always forever.
13 points of damage with the first one,
Nice.
and a 14 to hit with the second one.
That is enough.
Will I get my sneak attack on it since it didn't know I was there?
Yes, you will.
13 on the second one as I try to gut this thing as it swings past.
And remember, you only get your sneak attack once a round because I think that's your. Like it doesn't go to every attack. It's just one of them.
Oh, in that case, the second one is only going to be 7 points.
Okay, still good. All
Hopefully,
right,
it trips on its own entrails now.
Yuri, go ahead and take a shot. You're up on the branch, firing down.
And Garn will be hurling a javelin as well.
This is sharpshooting. So this is a 19 to hit.
Nice.
Damage.
Boys, good news. Bacon in the morning.
Woohoo!
That's a 20 piercing damage.
Okay, it is yellow. And so
Garn is also
Garn,
going to hurl a
so you
javelin.
don't want to have a weapon to fight when it because it's going to hit you this round.
That's fine. I got hands.
At the end, okay,
I'm fine.
go
javelin.
ahead. Roll to hit.
And do I have an inspiration. I might just, by golly, use that. But for now, javelin. Oh, I'm going to need that inspiration to roll a 10.
Okay.
That's not going to work, right?
10 is a miss.
10 is-
it's
so
only,
I
it's
will
only
use,
a 12.
I will use inspiration.
Okie doke.
Get him.
10 again. Missed. Thank you, whoever gave me that inspiration. Sorry.
At this point,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
so it berserks. That is going to give it back half of the hit points it lost. And it's now reckless attacking, which upside for you is it'll make it easier for you to hit it because it's reckless.
Yes.
Downside is it's easier for it to hit you because it's reckless.
Right.
So barbarian.
Initiative?
No, I'm hitting you. So I'm going to hit you. And the charge does double damage. So you're going to take 26 points of damage.
It's only
Yeah.
a flesh wound.
And have you raged yet?
I have not.
Okay. So you take all of that damage. And now we're going to roll initiative.
And now I will rage. Jeez, please.
Sure, I waste my 20 here. 28.
Good Lord, sir.
You are so going first. 8.
All right.
7.
Hey, Mar.
Can I donate some of my initiative? You, move faster. You, swing first.
Sadly, no. Amar, you're first by a lot.
So how far is this thing away from me at this point? Can I run up to it? Because if it's focused entirely on Garn and just try to hamstring it.
14 feet 6 inches. Yes.
Oh yeah, I can definitely reach that one. Can I get a sneak attack since I'm behind it this time?
If you spend the time stealthing, but you can use that rogue thingy to do that.
Yep.
So go ahead and make the stealth roll.
All right. Stealth roll 18.
I rolled a natural 1, so it does not notice. Go ahead.
All right. I get right behind its foreleg and try to slice open it, behind it.
Come.
First one is a 14 to hit,
That's a hit.
and the second one is a not a hit. Let's just go with not a hit.
It's not a hit.
Ooh, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage as I try to hamstring this thing.
Okay.
Dude.
Sit down.
Because it is berserk, it's going to be resistant, so it takes 8.
Don't
And on its round,
crouch down.
are you going to try to hold its attention, or do you mind if it turns to the rogue?
Actually, as soon as I am done doing that, by the way, I
Yeah.
am going to try do my disengage action to dash back to my tree.
You can't if you use your special thing to do the stealth.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Then I'm going to
it can
stand
do
there.
one thing around. So Garn, do you want to holler and make sure it stays on you?
Oh, I will. Yes, absolutely. There's
Okay.
lots of Garn's blood. Put lots of Garn's blood on its face.
Here.
Yes.
So go ahead and make another intimidate. This one's a straight roll though.
Yeah. Stay with Garn. Yes.
So,
7.
Okay.
Garn's blood is not all that compelling.
It turns to Amar because Amar just did a bunch of damage, but it misses. All right, no, I'm not going to use the chaos for that. That's good. And then we go to Garn.
Oh, well, Garn, in typical Garn fashion, leaps upon the thing, grabs its tusks, and tries to grapple said beast and twist its head and make it lie down like the bitch that it is.
So go ahead and give me an unarmed attack roll.
I would love to do that for you. 18.
Give me an athletics test.
Six.
You've been inspired there, Garn.
Oh, I did? Thank you, whoever gave. I'm going to roll that shit again. Athletics, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Again.
picture these
Oh,
games-
yes. 21.
I
Aha!
picture these games as Clash of the Titans with the gods standing around just throwing you like coins and
Thank you. Thank you.
all right. So
21.
So Yuri, Garn jumps on it, flips it over like in a rodeo, and basically exposes its belly to you.
I'm going to try to take the belly shot. I will not sharpshoot this time. So,
You'll be rolling an advantage.
then I will still sharpshoot then. Here we go. That's a 17 to hit.
And that's going to be a hit. And I'm not going to, because he's exposed the creature's belly, I'm not going to make it resistant to this attack. So go ahead and do full damage.
That was 19 points.
So it is now red.
Yeah.
It's bleeding out in a very bad way.
Finish it!
Amar, you can also attack at advantage if you want.
Oh, heck yeah.
And that will allow you to use your
Ooh. Thank God that was an advantage. 15
That's enough damage.
for the first one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the first hit. And the second one goes in with also a 14 to hit.
It is known. So Garn, it is basically like an abattoir over you. So it's split open a couple of different ways, and just its inside becomes its outside. This is buckets of off-screen blood and chum.
Its entrails became its out trails. Yes.
Need a
The
warm place
creature-
to sleep the rest of the night?
So, Amar,
Get it
is-
off. Get it
is that
off.
particularly gratifying for Amar?
That was actually wonderfully gratifying. The last time I didn't see one of these was the time it made me realize I needed to take the long walk.
So
I'm
I think
glad
right
I
now we're gonna
bested
do
my
something
nemesis.
that I don't know if you guys are used to. They do a thing on Net 21 that's confessionals, like a reality show. So we're going to one by one. I'm going to turn to you, and you just give your thoughts in character as to the events of the day and what your headspace is. So I will begin with Amar because he was kind of doing that already.
It's when I was sitting there on that hill and not able to see that tusked boar in the distance, and I realized it was my time for the walk, I knew that one day I would face that beast again. And I can tell this is one because when we got closer, it had the limp. You could not see it as it charged in, but that limp is the one that I gave it. It hurt it so bad, it hurt it in the past. And
All
I
right.
have now recovered myself, and I am ready, truly, to die.
My turn.
Oh, yes.
Okay. The folly, the travesty, almost calling the death of my friend Imar with the vines. I could not allow this great beast to menace my friends any longer. I'm glad I survived, but there's nothing I would not do to keep these two alive, at least until I kill Yori. At the end of this thing, when it's all said and done. I am feeling the fool, feeling the dark fool.
I come out here again, as I've been sent time before, and you sent plants after me, and pigs after me, dark gods, or whatever powers it be. Give me your worst. You're just giving me something to laugh at now. May I die beside these powerful warriors, but give me a foe worthy of my skills, of my last breath. I will save it until you put that foe before me, and then I would give my last breath.
So you continue to rest through the night. Do a long rest because that was a break shorter than an hour. So you have to get back
Long
up.
rest, yes.
Very
And in the
sketchy
morning-
of you, Dave.
Say what?
Woo! Long rest. Yes, yes.
That was good.
Long rest.
I'm all over that
morning,
long rest.
I'm making bacon.
yes. Hey, donkey.
I think in a way we're all facing insane jugglers. All right, so you begin, you return to your quest and you continue your walk. I am going to do this. So in this case, there was a patch of red shrooms that the party was going to maybe encounter, which would have given them some much needed healing herbs.
Yeah.
But chaos, sometimes you go left instead of right, and you actually walk right past it and don't have the opportunity to harvest the red shrooms because it looks like there's one particular god that's just taking a big whiz on you.
My, the sky is beautiful today. Look at the moon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
This rain is unseasonable and warm.
And yellow.
All right, I'm going to need another survival check from Yuri.
Woohoo! That's a 22.
Nice.
You find tracks that can only be a Zarakar. So because they've got the strange, like pointy insectoid legs, and it's massive, so the kind of digging was, yeah.
Look at this. Look at the mound of earth where it sprung up from its burrowing travels. We
It's
found
massive.
it.
It's
Let's
huge.
be on its trail.
Good work, Yori.
We can track this to where it rests and then fight our last battle.
Yeah.
Or maybe Yuri's second to last battle, one way or the other.
Don't curse me like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into a tracking montage. Track one of you roll. Yuri follows the tracks. They're partially the reason the rolls aren't super necessary is once you've found them, it's like over half a ton of creature that's missing these tracks would be an accomplishment. So Yuri is able to follow it. And about 2 hours later,
Just checking, the GM does not have chaos, correct?
I currently am clear of chaos, yes.
All right, then we can find it.
That'll be a great ability to have a feat to know whether I have chaos pending.
Yes, that would be a powerful, potent gift.
So you're on a little bit of a hill, and down below you see the creature. And as described, it is a creature of many deadly limbs, and it is casually eating a cave bear. And these things have a reputation. It won't be sated by that. They hibernate. They come out to eat many times their body weight, which they then climb into a hole and they sleep for years.
We should have brought the rest of that tusked boar with us. It's a distraction.
We can't let this get back to the village. It will savage the peoples.
Very much.
Some of them deserve to be a little savaged.
Yeah.
But yes, let's kill it.
So what is it? It has not. You have enough skill that you attacked. I saw that. Cool. I think Kimberly will be adding that she has. Oh, 2. The rain of urine intensive.
Damn. Fuck me.
Do you not like us? Are you not entertained?
I actually love the ghost of Yeska laughing in the back of my screen. All
Now
right.
you know how it feels, she says.
So
There she goes again.
You're approaching from downwind, so you're not. It doesn't notice you. You approach carefully. How do you want to attack this thing?
Me draw it, you two kill it. That seems to be our tactic.
Just
I
going
have
to
a
get.
bow.
Yeah.
Yuri has a bow.
Oh,
And Yuri
I've
can
got
definitely get into a strong branch if he wants to just sharpshoot.
no. I need to be on the ground so it can attack
Kill
back
you.
and kill me.
Yes.
You don't want to survive it, right?
No, exactly right.
Oh.
Not with this foe.
Does it have
So-
any weak spots, Yuri?
Let me look.
And as I look, I scope it out and I cast Hunter's Mark.
Yes, it does now.
It's where the magical plus appeared on the
Yes.
bottom. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yes, I see
here.
it now. Lovely.
It sniffs the air, possibly sniffing the magic, and turns roughly your direction.
Damn.
How far away would you like the encounter to begin? Give me a distance.
60 feet,
How about 120 feet?
120 feet.
You can do
I'm
it.
good with that.
I'm going to split the bonus 90 feet because that's what I need for Hunter's Mark.
Boom.
And since that was effectively the triggering action, perfect.
Okay.
So it's you won't have to spin around to do it. It will be before the battle starts. Hunter's Mark has been cast. Battle begins.
Thanks,
So-
Sir David.
I'm going to need a default initiative for you, which is 10 plus your. So don't roll. Just give me 10
Okay.
plus your modifier.
All right.
So Imar, what you got? Imar, you're not rolling. Just 10 plus your modifier.
18.
Thank you, sir. And Garn, what's yours?
12.
And Yuri?
I also have 12.
Okay. So the first person to act will be the rogue.
Gee, fancy that. All right. From a distance,
Yep, it's 90 feet away.
90 feet away.
And there's a hunter's mark on it. And
One-eyed
Joe, the
shot,
hunter's
that
mark,
cancel out?
hunter's mark gives extra damage to anybody that hits the creature.
No, just me, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried to see if I can hit it.
Armor class is 18.
Yeah, let's go with no. I'm waiting for it to get a bit closer. This was a ranging shot.
You've gotten Inspire. I don't know if that
Not yet.
helps.
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
we all have Inspire. Thank you, whoever did
Well,
that.
it goes second, and it goes 60. And you don't get the feeling that that's as far as it can go. So it doesn't like run real fast. It kind of maneuvers your way and still goes 60 feet. So,
Okay.
so these obviously could skitter very quickly if they wanted to. It's now 30 feet away. The next person up is going to be Yuri.
Okay, Yuri's going to take a shot at it. He's not going to sharpshoot because he wants to hit this thing. So he draws his bowstring back, and that is a 14.
Okay. It's going to miss.
Yep.
Do you want to let me know? Just be aware that you're inspired.
Let's use the inspiration. Here we go.
Okay.
Try again. There we go. That is a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
It's going to hit. Do your damage. It will take the normal damage from an arrow.
So that is 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So it kind of vanishes into the carapace because it's very big. And the way carapaces work is they crack a little and the thing kind of goes in. So you don't see normal creature reaction. It reacts with that limb, but it's a little unsettling to fight just because of the way it's built.
As my free action, I drop my bow. Come at me.
Well, let's do this. Garn.
Garn rages, frenzies, and charges
Heck
because
yeah.
he's a charger.
Okay. It's 30 feet away and its armor class is 18.
Excellent. So with the charge, I get a +5 to hit. Come on, you beast. Yes, bitch. 28. Ah,
What was your roll?
I rolled a 19. Oh, is that a savage?
Use that
I'm
savage.
taking
Yes, use it.
it. Taking it. All right. Wait. Okay. So this is beautiful. So that's 10 points times 3 for the savage. So 30 points.
And what kind of weapon are you using?
I'm using a flail.
Okay, it is resistant to bashing.
Well,
So that
that's
is 15 points.
But because I am frenzying, I can attack it again with a bonus action.
If only I wasn't a bastard.
Oh,
does
right.
that?
Yeah.
Go.
Because what I'm going to say is that wound, there's a gut of greenish gore that comes out of the wound. Make an athletics test to be knocked in your ass by gore.
Gore? Garn is downed by gore? Not in a million years. 21.
Okay, I tried. That was going to knock out your frenzy attack, but you made the roll.
Ah.
Sorry, evil gods. I tried. I'm pissing as fast as I can. Okay, Garden, take your second attack.
Second attack. Ah. Yeah, 16. Oh, well.
That's going to miss, sadly. You also have inspiration, by the way.
No, I'm good.
Okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
going to hold on to that.
All right, Ro, we're going to go back around to you. Amar,
So it is 30 feet away, you said?
and it's still green.
All right. So what say we that we do a dash up and try to roll under its belly and stab up with both weapons?
Do a Sam Gamgee. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, armor class 18.
So I run under it. I want to make an actual acrobatics roll just to make sure that I can actually still do this in my advanced age. No, 19. Okay, I can still roll and stand up. My knees aren't bad yet.
It's the adrenaline.
The adrenaline. All right. First one. I shouldn't have wasted that really good roll
Oh,
on this.
shit.
All right, let's use one of those inspires already to re-roll that one. That, sir, will be a 17, which means I'm prying aside the plates underneath for my next attack, which is actually going to be a 19.
Woo!
What is the weapon type?
Sorry?
What are your weapon are you using?
I am using a short sword, so it's at this point it's piercing as I stab up into it.
Okay, you're resistant to that attack.
For all of 5 damage. Ugh,
So it's the 5 halved?
5 total.
Is it halved?
No, that's not halved.
Okay, so it'll be 3 halved.
Correct.
All right.
And oh, disembodied voice, I did use one of my inspires.
And
Why, thank you.
I get to attack. And so who has done the most damage to me?
Yeah.
The barbarian, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack you with my 2 horrible legs.
Yeah.
It gets. Only 1 leg hits. It's not great.
Go Garn. Go Garn. It's your birthday. It's your death. Oh, it's your death day. It's your death day.
12 damage, but you're raging, so it'll be halved to 6.
Excellent.
And then it is Yuri time.
Your
My favorite
time.
show.
Stop.
Yuri
Your
draws
time.
his battle axe from his back by a leather strap on the handle. He starts to go all Thor, whirling his battle axe as he inches forward towards this thing. This is how he lost his one ear. Since he has a bad hip, I don't think he can move the entire 30 feet to get to it this time.
Yeah, probably not. He'd be
So he moves forward like 20, 25 feet.
Just out of reach. Damn you! Leave him alone! Come after me!
Make an intimidate check.
Blah, blah, blah. 8.
It doesn't even give you the dignity of turning to attack you.
Now we know why Yuri keeps coming back. The other animals he's after keep walking off.
Wandering off.
What? Wow. So Sir David is absolutely vicious.
That's evil, dude.
Garn, go ahead.
Ow. Oh, yes. Ah! Brr. Flail. First flail. Not with a 5. Not happening. Second flail for my frenzy. Ha 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 ha. Yes. 23. That's a 19. Rolled. Turned to a 23.
So go ahead and do your damage.
Which will be 9 points of damage, sir.
It rounded to
To
5.
5.
And that means the creature is still green.
Motherfucker.
Amar, you're up.
Okay, obviously that didn't work so bad. Or well, let's actually try doing a sneak up to one of its legs. See if we can unbalance this creature as I try to hack it off. I might just hack it off, but in a different way entirely. One hit out of that.
Okay.
This one's going to be a slashing damage for 8 points.
We've got a savage on the board.
Okay.
Oh, did you roll?
Fortunately, I was nowhere near rolling a savage.
Gotcha.
And on my turn, I'm going to attack with 2 of my horrific legs against the barbarian. One
Keep
hit, 1 miss.
distracted. Keep it distracted.
Yes, with my blood.
14. You're raging, so that's going to be 7 half.
Got it.
And then Yuri, you're up, and you can make the initial 5 feet. For a minute, it feels like you're gonna flip on your axe, and the world just isn't that damn cruel. So you run up, and you're gonna attack it.
Yes, he takes a mighty swing, turning almost half around before he comes around with the battle axe.
Gotcha.
I'm going to use my Inspire because that was a 8.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Ooh. Okay. And
Do you
that'll
take
work.
that savage?
Oh, I'll take that savage, sure.
Did you roll high enough?
You rolled a 19.
I rolled a 19.
Oh my god.
So that is 11 points times 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
So 33 points. And I will hit it and cleave through one of its plates and continue going and fall to the ground. Because I can't stop my momentum.
It is well and truly yellow at this point. Garn, you're up. That you take one of its limbs off. Just gone.
Awesome. Garn's going to go defensive and step back behind Yuri.
Okay.
so that Yuri is between him and the beast.
He's sitting there. Come at me, bro.
Amar, what do you do?
I'm going to continue working on hacksawing this leg off.
Okay, go ahead.
2 17s.
Hmm.
So that's going to be 8 plus 4.
2 17s. It has an 18 armor class.
Oh, 17 rolled. So plus
Oh,
my
okay.
5. So
Plenty and plenty.
22 and 22. So 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 4. 12 points of slashing damage as I'm sitting there at this point, double blade sawing this leg off.
So, Garn, you're right behind Yuri, seeing this runaway freight train of death, and your friend turns around and removes a second limb. The thing sputters, hurls up some green guts. The carapace cracks, and it curls over like a spider.
No, you got more in you.
To go up and start kicking it.
Step out of it.
Heal it!
Walk
Heal
it
it!
off.
Heal
with
it,
the-
Yuri!
With the remaining limbs. Walk it off.
Amar, there is someone watching the combat.
Sorry, what? There's someone walking into combat?
Watching it
Oh, watch it. I thought it was like, wait, this thing turned into another person, comes walking in.
from a little bit of a distance. It's old woman, long graying hair, traveling ropes, bunch of talismans around her neck.
Ah, Mother. I turned to Garn. Didn't you say Mother Willow would see you one more time?
She said yes. Because I take a round of fatigue after the frenzy. So, Willa, Mother Willa.
She approaches. I'm glad that went as well as it did. Oh, here. And she reaches around to a pack and pulls out a fantasy medieval version of a lozenge. Just hands you this very strong herbal remedy.
Oh, thank you.
Was that supposed to be it, Mother Willa? That is not the end of a long walk.
It could have been.
Not for us.
I think the fates, wherever they are, have something else in mind. I know I do.
Turn and look at Yuri and Garn.
It's not
You two
time
have to
for
do
us
this
to
now, or
return.
can we ask what they're going to, or what she wants us to do?
The long walk, the long journey is going to get a little longer. Yuri, you up for it?
If my leg holds out, and if it doesn't, I'll drag it along behind me and hop there.
Mother, what would you have of us?
Zer is about to be attacked and overwhelmed.
What?
There are opponents coming that they can't stand against.
Do we have enough time to get back?
Yes, but I have to ask you not to go.
No.
What?
It's
I've
not
chosen 3 young heroes. I'm making sure that they escape so they can come back and save your settlement.
So why even tell us then?
Because I need you to make sure they do.
How can we do that?
They are going to be attacked. They're going to be led away. I'm going to try to get them to a rescue I have planned. But they'll be facing a large number of enemies. I would like you to weaken the southwest arm of their attack.
Clap Yuri on the back. Ah, see?
Yuri, there are more of these enemies than you can possibly kill.
Excellent. I can't count that high to begin with.
One too many lots.
Yes.
It is certain death, but it is a certain death with meaning.
This is our destiny. Let us go face it with teeth bared and weapons in hand. There will be blood at the end, and it will be ours and theirs combined.
Aye. Clang, clang, clang.
Let us rest this one last night. The ritual I would like to perform, I will heal you and then give you direction.
Left at Albuquerque.
When you make camp, she makes camp with you. She makes you a meal. She also gives you various potions and poultices. All of your limitations fade by the end of the night, including your damage die. So she's basically able to do greater restoration. So you're not sure if they're permanent fixes, but by morning, none of you are limited in the way you were.
I can see.
So at about 1 a.m, as she talks with you a while about your careers and about, she lets you know she is a skald as well. So she wants some of your stories. She wants to make sure things she's heard are true or if you'd like them changed. So she talks with you a while.
Hi, Marcy. She'll get it right.
So also, at that time, there was a blue glow at the edges of the camp, and a spectral tribesman approaches. He's dressed in the style of your people, but an older style. So kind of like you have, this isn't the 80s, you're not changing that rapidly, but how you dress is a little different than how Albari dresses. And like Yuri, you remember your grandfather dressing different. So this is like having an Aztec walk into the camp. You recognize them as probably being from your tribe, but from many years ago.
This is before we discovered that bronze vein.
Yes. He walks up and sets his weapon by the fire. You all realize that Willa is actually spellcasting. She's performing a ritual. And one by one, warriors come up. And as this proceeds, you'll start to recognize legendary warriors from your tribe. And they're offering this weapon before the fire. Your hit points go up. Amar, by the end of the ritual, your hit points go to 36 maximum. Yuri, your hit points go to 48. Garn, your hit points go to 56.
Feeling all buff now.
I feel like I'm 20 again.
We need to bottle this stuff.
The ritual takes about an hour, and when all of the stoners have given their, basically given you props, the ritual ends. The weapons and the glowing figures all disappear. Willa looks very tired.
Give thanks to the spirits for these gifts. We will use them well.
Every enemy you can kill will make it that much easier for the heroes to escape.
Then we will make it so that the heroes can walk on a spring day.
I have arranged for rescue from the skies, but for these allies to descend safely, they will need to have clear room to land without being pulled down by the enemy.
We will clear a space. We will clear a space big enough for a dragon.
Your enemy are, we have no proper name for them yet, but we know that they are red apes. They're not just monsters. They wear armors. They wear armor. They carry weapons. And they are organized.
So they're thinking beasts.
Or led by someone, yes.
That means they can be tricked.
It does, but they seem to be cunning. I would advise you be as savage as you can. And I will say as an aside to the chat stream, yes, Willa has allies, even some among the Void Spirits. All right, so you head out in the morning, and when morning comes, when dawn comes up, Willa just isn't there. It's almost like you imagine she was in your camp, but you still feel younger than you did. You still feel strong. You still feel your maladies have subsided.
Let us do our forebears proud.
Yes.
As
We
we
Let
take
it
take
our
this
place at their
day.
side. Yes.
Let us make absolutely sure that the rescue that she has promised them will happen.
Aye.
So we have another losing words again. Thing where a bunch of images, you see them.
Montage.
Thank you. My brain would not offer me montage. It's Swiss cheese up here. It's Gothic cathedrals and Swiss cheese. I swear to God.
Word aphasia is an amazing thing that sucks.
Yes. So we see you approach. Is this group of characters going to have some sort of a spectacular disguise themselves as minotaurs battle plan, or do you find the enemy and make them die?
We correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but we appear 3 warriors over the hilltop with the sun at our backs, weapons at the ready. The enemy gazes up and wonders in possible fear of what these are, and we teach them the ways of fear and death.
And then with a scream of 1,000, the 3 of us charge.
And are we wanting any ranged fighting, or do you want to do a little and then go into close?
I'm going to do a little and then go into combat
Okay.
because
As
we have to
we're-
take down numbers.
As
Correct.
we are going towards them, shoot them down.
And
course.
Garn will wait and just be howling and raging, working himself into a proper frenzy, while his friends pating, pating, pating.
So, word to anyone watching, word to players of the other campaign that may be watching, word to the players of what's currently going on. The outcome of the battle that follows will have an ongoing effect as to the state of the settlement. The more you kill, the less is actually going to be able to be encamped at the village. So it matters how much you do here. There's a bit of this that's a fiat accompli, but the overall, this does matter because they will go back and what you do will have an impact. On the other hand, as you look down and you see these are a little like the I don't think they were called apes, but the red apes of Mars. They're a bit Barsoomian. They look, in my mind, they look a little like that. So, harnesses with bronze, and the only thing they don't have is Barsoom. I think they have 4 arms, right?
Mhm.
These actually just have the 2. They're also Bronze Age like you, but it's clearly a different culture. And you look down and you see that there are groups of like 6 of them, and there's a field of these groups. It is very clear as you approach, with the cruel sun glaring down at you, down there is clearly a last battle. You see no way other than complete cowardice and stealth and hiding in a hole somewhere that you could escape that.
It is going to be their last battle.
Glory beckons. Let's run towards it, gentlemen.
Or in your case, at least hobble, but we'll do it.
I
Low blow, but not inaccurate.
I am going to go ahead and remind you all of the last battle rule. Do you wish to invoke last battle?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh,
Not yet.
Well, there's no, if you know you're not coming out of it, there's no reason not to get the benefits early.
But isn't one of the benefits getting all your hit points back?
I was gonna say
Oh,
I'd
I
rather get
see.
a couple of
Well,
rounds
hold on.
in before that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, but on the upside, you get an extra action, but I can see your point. Like
Yeah.
get a little wounded, play it like Pokemon.
Yep.
All right. So you go in grimly knowing you're going to be calling that, but wanting to metagame it slightly, which makes
Yes.
complete sense. So we're going
Put
to
a
start.
pin in that. We'll be there.
We're going to start at 60 feet. And all right. And if I get a little pushy with this, it's only because I don't want to bore our listeners. So go ahead and Yuri, go ahead and take a shot. These are armor class 14.
I cast Hail of Thorns, and I shoot into a group of them.
Nice.
What should we call it? I did not, since I wanted to hit, so that is a 16 to hit. I did not sharpshoot.
That's going to be a hit, and you're going to get 3 of them.
So it's
Nice.
going to take 9 points of damage. So the Hail of Thorns. Any creature within 5 feet of that creature has to make a Dex saving throw.
They all fail.
So they all take that D10. So the first one, it was already factored in. Let's do the other ones. 4 to the other ones.
Okay. All right. And be aware, watch the upper corner if you have opportunities for good crits, because this may come up as we keep rolling forward. Amar, do you take a shot?
Oh yes, as we're walking up, let's make sure we take one group down first. And that would be a 16 total, which is going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
That one is yellow. All right. And then Garm.
At 60 feet, Garn will not hurl a javelin. He will wait till next round.
Do you want to have it held so when I
Yes,
approach?
Yes.
What distance do you throw?
at 30.
Blondie, yes, absolutely drum beats. They are going to run in, which means they will end up engaged with you. Although if you want to, it sounded like you want another couple of rounds. So will you move back to give you another round of firing?
Yeah, I'll take another round of firing. We have to take
Sure.
as many down as we can.
Do a little of, yeah. Okay.
We're going to be smart about charging. How's that?
Yes.
Charge! Well, not quite that
Not
quick.
yet,
Charge.
yeah.
No, yes, no.
Okay, so go ahead and use that held action.
So, javelin.
Mhm.
Yep, yep.
Okay. Boom, bada, boom. Oh, no. So I'm going to burn my inspiration. Try again.
Oh.
Actually, it was a 9. Does that hit?
No, they're armor class 14.
Very good. So I will use the inspiration and turn that into a 20. Nat 20.
Savage.
Savage that fucker.
Okay, that
And-
don't even roll. That one's dead.
Black.
So describe the javelin ending him.
It's magnificent. Garn runs forward and hurls high as Yuri's and Imar's blows kind of swath. There's one that's running up, and it just literally lifts him off the ground and sends him back. And there's this javelin spire sitting in the air where once there was a body, a hale red ape. Now he's just a flagpole of death.
Damn it, Dave! In the late '80s, this is why our parents took D&D away from us. All right, they are now 30 feet away, and Yuri.
Chase my arrow.
That's an 18 sharpshooting.
Nice damage.
So that's 18 points of damage.
Okay, that one goes red, and then we go to Garn. No, we don't. We go to Amar.
Sitting there hunting around. I'm used to one eyes finding my arrows. I can't see.
What is my turn? Yes.
Yeah, but you work.
14. You said that's a hit,
That's exactly a hit.
which is a 5 points of damage.
Okay, almost dead, but not quite. And Garn.
Garn will ready flail and prepare for combat.
Okay. And at this point, They are not going to close. And are you, Garm, standing in front of the others?
Oh yes, because he's getting ready to charge.
Yeah. So one of the girls barks an order, and all 5 of them throw spears at you.
Ha!
Are you raging?
Am I what?
Have you raged?
I have. Oh yes, I am all over the raging.
Okay. So that's going to be. Oh, you got a really good armor class because you're a barbarian.
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Hit.
Damn it.
Only 1 hit from 5 spears. It's going to be 7 damage halved to 4.
That's right.
And then we go back to Amar.
I think now is the time to make sure that we meet them on their field of battle.
You want to
Drop,
go?
sling my bow behind me as I pull my swords and run in.
Okay. All right. So if you sling your bow, drawing your swords, you don't get an attack. If you use your action to put your bow away, you get your attack.
Then forget it. Drop the bow, take the swords, and go in.
Bah! Okay, that's fine. Okay, so there's 1 that's wounded, 1 that's almost dead, and 3 that are unwounded.
Let's go after the wounded one
Okay.
with a 15, and let's not pretend that's going to hit for 9 points of damage on the wounded.
Okay.
I want to make sure he's matching, an arrow strike and a sword strike in the other.
All right, Yuri, you're up.
I too will throw my bow to the side and take out my battle axe and run in. Ah! Oh, no, it doesn't hurt.
So do you want the one that's almost dead, the one that's
Yes.
wounded?
I rolled a natural 20.
So the
My
wounded one-
damage, though, I rolled a 1 and a D8. So that is 2 times 2 is 4 points.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do we not do criticals? Do we not do critical damage?
you do criticals, but you're doubling it.
Right. So we're doubling the damage.
Yes. But I allow Inspire to be used on damage.
Oh, then yeah, let's use that inspiration on damage.
I wasn't clear if you were
Woo!
attacking the almost dead one, the wounded one, or an unwounded one.
I'm there's one almost dead and there's one halfway in the middle. Let's go with the one halfway in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled the opposite. I rolled an 8 this time for damage, so that's 9 times 3, 27 points.
Okay. That is a kill.
Slightly better there. Slightly
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
2 down. Garn.
Frenzy, charge, a fresh one.
You
I
got
know
it.
you're supposed to kill the others. Garn. Yeah. So.
I think everyone's fine with you doing that. I don't think anyone. Yeah.
Oh,
Super fine.
19 plus 4 plus 5 for the charge. So that's a 28.
All right.
That hits.
Yeah. Damage.
Sure, that hits. And that is a 5 plus 2, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm frenzied, so I do it again,
Perfect.
but no plus 5 this time. Oh, that's a 2, but I'm going to burn that inspiration and roll that dice again. Thank you, whoever gave us that. Oh, and look, another 2. Oh, fuck you, dice. How do I put D&D Beyond dice in jail? How do you do that? Holy crap, that sucks. All right, that's Garn's turn.
And I was about to be like, go Garn, go.
Go,
Never
Garn.
mind. Never mind.
Oh,
So on my turn, I'm going to do 1 attack against each of you. Yuri gets a hit. Just Yuri.
Just
Make
that
sure
hit
you
wasn't
die.
healed quite as well as you thought there, huh, Yuri?
Yuri takes 9.
Ah, my spleen.
Vent it now.
You don't need that spleen. Amar, you're up.
Is there a way to step behind one to gain advantage on any of these?
No.
Then fine. I'll go for the hamstringing from the front option. All right, I'm going to burn one of my inspires because I missed both of those.
Okay.
Apparently, we have pissed off the inspire gods. I rolled 3 7s in a row.
Yuri, you're up.
Hunter's Mark, another red ape in the fray, and attack.
So you want to do a new one?
Yes.
Okay.
And my apologies to whoever gave us the inspires.
We're doing our
Sorry.
best.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
7 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And then
Spank that dice.
Garn.
Ah! This one that I attacked, I charged into, gonna flail the crap out of him. Ah! 1! A natural 1! Yes!
Okay. So sorry.
Chaos.
Okay.
That's the end of your weapon.
Ah!
The weapon explodes. The little bonds that hold the wood go, and it's just it's gone.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they fight with spears, and there are spears all over the battlefield at this point.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as your sadly. All right, and then I'm up. All right, I got one kill against each of you. There's a second group of six approaching. I hit all three of you. Amar, take 12.
About time. Show us that you're worth something as fighters.
Yuri, take 7. And Garn, take 13, halved to 7.
Thank you.
Still good, or are you calling final battle?
Still good.
So good.
Okay. So,
This
Amar,
may take a while, GM.
Step up next to Yuri and be like, all right, I hit it, you hit it. It goes down. Ready? Go. Break. Take a swing at the one in front, or double swing in front of
Are we
him.
going on 3 or after 3?
I can't count that high, don't worry.
So let's go on 1.
Fair enough. One hit out of the 2 swings to make sure for a full 9 points of damage.
And
As I
that's
try
the
to
one.
recap this one.
That's the one on Yuri, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yuri.
Swing at the. Do I see over the shoulder of this red ape? Do I see Garn without a weapon?
You do.
You're going to have to take it down yourself, Amar. Gone! Catch!
And I'll throw my battle axe across the intervening distance.
That's going to have to spend some money on the CG for that.
Yes. Slow spiral.
I'm
He
not going to
grabs
have
it,
you make a roll.
goes with the momentum and embeds it into a chest.
In fact, Garn, I'm going to give you a free attack.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I need to look up battle axe. So let me just get damage on that. D8. Excellent. So that's basically my flail. Excellent. All right. Then yes, free attack. A 2.
You have 2 inspires.
I'm burning one of those. There is no way after a move like that I'm accepting a 2 or a 6.
We spent all the money on the CGI.
God, no shit.
Whirling
I got
axe.
one more inspire. Can you only burn one inspire?
You can't ever reroll a reroll.
It's in all the trailers because we only show the good parts.
Right.
So he grabs it, but it spins wide, and then he spins around to try and do another one, and it still misses.
But we go to your actual round now. So go ahead and take your
Excellent.
regular attack.
That's okay. So he rights himself, spins it a couple of times, and then lays in. There we go. 18.
Damage.
Damage is
On the third.
5. And then I follow up with my free attack because I'm frenzying with a 19. which does 5 points of damage. God, that's 2 1s for damage in a row.
The revolving top here is getting a bit better. Yes, at least you're on target now.
Yeah, right.
You each get 1 melee attack against you. The only one of those that hits is the one against Imar.
Bring it.
Imar, you take 7. And then thrown spears from the second group of 6.
Fiddly damage.
Imar missed. Yuri missed. Garn is hit twice. It's going to be 6 have to 3 and 15 have to 8. And
You're just pissing me off.
Amar, you're up. Are you still open Garm, or do you want to get the one that's red?
So we've got the one that's red. I'm going to do something slightly less cinematic. Is basically flip one sword around and hand it over to Yuri at the same time that I'm stabbing this other one.
Okay, go ahead.
16, I hit
Damage.
for, great, 4 points of damage.
That is exactly enough.
Oh,
Dead.
ballet move.
You're up.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark with my last spell slot, another opponent nearby, and attack it with the short sword that has been given to me by my comrade Aemir. That is a 18 to hit for 8 points of damage.
Okay, that one
Give
is
you
now
my
red.
magical weapon.
Garn, you're up.
Just checking. With battle axes being a versatile weapon, if I use it two-handed, do I get more damage?
Yeah,
Yes.
you roll a D10 instead of a D8.
D10 instead of D8. Nice. Okay. And
Do you
I
want to
don't know
switch?
how to. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to do that now.
It's fine. I just drop your AC on my end. You don't have to worry about it because you shift from that, and then you'll be rolling a D8, D10 for damage.
Yeah. Okay. And I can just roll. No. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. Excellent. Doing that. Rolling now. Straight attack. Boom. Boom. Ooh, 14. Exactly what you need.
Damage.
And this is a D10. There it is. Plus 4. That's it's a 9. Plus 4 is 13. And then doing it again because I'm frenzied. And a 2.
All right, and the 2 was exactly enough to kill it.
No. I rolled a 2 to hit. Sorry.
Oh, it's only got 2 hit points left.
I know.
I
Sorry.
do.
Inspire. Use it.
Do I have an Inspire? I do. Excellent. I'm using it. Totally using it.
I bet you can improve on a 2.
Oh, I know I can. I rolled an 18. Fabulous. And the minimum damage I do is 5, so that sucker's dead.
Dead and gone. Now the second group of 6 joins the battle. Spears.
You're late.
Where have you been?
2 attacks on Imar. 5 and a 6 are misses. 2 attacks on the barbarian misses. Yuri, only 1 hit. I'm rolling like shit.
You're not complaining, GM.
Yuri takes 9.
Okay.
Amar,
I'm going to drop to one knee at the nearest foe, pull a dagger out of my boot, so I'm 2-weapon fighting again. And then as I try to slit its gullet, I also try to make sure it's a eunuch.
yeah.
Well, I miss its gut, but the eunuch part. 6 points of damage. Almost better with the dagger than I am with the short sword.
And Yuri.
I will attack the one that I was continuing to attack.
Damn dirty. Oh, surprisingly clean apes.
That's a 21 to hit for 7 more points of damage.
Okay. 8 is killed.
Woohoo!
Goes down. And Garn.
Garn, grabbing the axe with both hands, swings. He's like he's hewing wheat on the field. And rolls a 16 to hit. And does Come on, just roll the damn dice. A 5. There you go. And then does it again because he's still frenzied. And rolls a 10. So there we go.
At this
2
point,
hit.
the camera swings way back and up, and we see the just. Let me get the orientation right. Just north of them, there is a small group of 5 individuals running away from another group like this, which would place these people you're not aware of it, but these creatures you're fighting would be reinforcements to this pursuit. We will see that 3 of the people running are young women, and that one of the people leading them is actually Yuri's nephew. And then we will snap back to the combat.
I take back what I said about him. For some reason, I feel like I should take that back. I can't explain it.
Don't worry, he dies well. It's all good.
Okay, good.
All right, so Amar, I get a natural 20.
Ooh, well.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 24 points of damage.
Yikes. Is this your last battle?
This is one of those times where, as the blades plunge into me, I look and I go, this is the time where I know that I am not coming back from. And this is the time where I am sure I am going to take as many of them with me as I can. And by God, I'm going to make sure I castrate as many of them as I can, so those that survive can't even have children to fight after the people that we're trying to save.
So you know the bit with Stephen Wright where he goes, "That's what I would have said." So as you lose consciousness and realize you don't have an action as you're being knocked to 0, you can't declare last combat when you're already down.
Go!
So sadly,
Reacting?
you can't do anything when the damage has already been done. Not even the standard spells; they're all to hit modifier. So as you're kind of like doing some of that speech, and you're trying to, and literally the camera would close up and see the bubbling blood around his lips. Garn hit. Garn takes 10 points.
Which is half to 5.
Yes, please, thank you. And Yuri, 1 hit, 1 miss. Yuri takes 12 points.
Okay.
So Amar looks over as if to say with his dying eyes, "This might be a good time, boys."
I'm not even at half, dude. I'm good. But thanks. Good luck. Save us a spot on the other side, old friend. If I had first aid, I'd use it, but I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yuri's up.
You bastard! You're not going before me!
I leap on top of Amar's corpse, and I shake it, and I go into final battle, which gives me my spell slots back, so I cure him. 10 points.
Let me consult with the console. Yeah. All right. I will allow you to be cured back from 0 because you're technically not dead right now, and be able to go in on the final battle. Because the way this works, and I'm going to take just a moment because the onlookers don't necessarily know this. Final battle is a mechanic only used in Savage Moon. During battle, any player character's hit point total is dropped below 10. Have you dropped below 10, Yuri?
No, I was at 11.
That's fine.
Okay.
Considering the
I'll
help
punch
level.
him. Punch him for 1.
I stab myself going in. I put the dagger between the teeth, and I draw blood. I always do.
The first thing is, you use a bonus action to declare it will be their final battle. It has the same effect as a long rest. All your hit points are immediately restored to maximum. All spell slots and cooldowns are restored. A character fighting their final battle is dying of their wounds. Nothing can prevent this. And if they die, they cannot be raised by any means because this is the path they've chosen. When fighting their final battle, the character always acts first each turn and gets an extra action that can be used for anything, including spellcasting. If during final battle the character drops to 0 hit points, they are killed. If the battle ends and they've not died, they collapse their time for a few final words before they succumb and die. When a character declares final battle, any PC that wants to join may declare, "I stand with you," even if they haven't dropped below 10. Same effects, including inevitable demise, but unlike the character who first chose final battle, those that stand with them can be raised or resurrected. The declaration must be made when final battle begins. They can't join in later. So, Yuri is in, and there is no... That's just how it's going to be. Anybody else, though?
I stand with you.
Can I talk?
Yep, because he cured you.
You have my blade, literally.
All right. So everybody's cured to full. All your shit is back, and you now get an extra attack around. Gross. All right. It begins in earnest. Not begins in earnest because that's gross.
Ew. Who's Ernest? Why is it?
Ernest 4L. Amar, you go.
Sitting back up, looking at the two weapons and going, I'm ready for this. Again. Dive in at the nearest one and be swinging sword, dagger, sword again. Ooh, 18, a miss, and okay, let's just ignore that one. 7 points of damage.
All right.
That wasn't nearly as inspired as I hoped. Don't worry. That inspired will get used, though.
Just so you know, these things are worse than hobgoblins. They've got 32 hit points each. Yuri, you're up.
Yuri sees that Amar has risen to his feet and vengeance is laying into his foes around him. So Yuri will turn and say, "I'm going back for my bow." And he will walk out of combat, inspiring opportunity attacks.
Okay. Just one.
4.
You're going to take 8 points of damage.
Okay. And I will pick up my bow and turn back to shoot. I will try to sharpshoot this time.
All right.
That's a 13.
Okay, it's a 14. I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. I rolled like crap. So 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Well, better than me.
And I'm going to say that second action that I get required me to string my bow and everything.
Perfect. Garn.
I will rage again and frenzy again. And is there anyone that I can charge?
Yes.
I would love to charge them.
It's the thing you like the most.
I do. It is my best life right here.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
I would love to do that. And 17 with the +5 for charging. Hits.
Damage.
Boom. And battle axe. Yes, +9 +2, 11.
All
And
right.
Then a second shot because I'm frenzying.
Yep.
And that's a 19. That hits. Does not as much. 6 points of damage.
And then your extra action for fighting your final battle.
Oh, well, then I think I'll swing that axe one more time for an unnatural 20.
I'm noticing a trend here.
Do you? Yeah. Oh, bitch. There's 13 points of damage.
And you kill it.
Kill
And then we attack. All right. So I got Amar. I got attack Amar.
Yes, exactly.
11. I got a natural 20 on Yuri for 14.
Okay.
And Garn 2 hits. The first one does 12 half to 6. The second one does 11 half to 6. Amar, go.
I'm following, Garn is an inspiration to us all, and especially this, you know, sword out, dagger out, blood streaming behind me as I charge in after him and start laying about, you know, of all the people that he missed. Two of them hit. "13 points of damage total as I'm basically trying to hamstring and castrate the ones behind him."
And you have an extra action for your final battle.
That was all 3 of my swings
Okay.
for that.
All right. And Yuri, you're up.
What Garn just fails to realize as he's swinging about him is that there's one red ape close, creeping up behind his backside that's about to attack before he knows it. So Yuri will take aim at that red ape, cast Hunter's Mark on it, and try to take it out before it takes out Garn. So sharpshooter, that is a 13 to hit.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. That is 20 points of damage.
That kills it.
Hey.
And then I will run back into the battle instead of at long range and just use my longbow as a club because I'm trying to hit another one.
Do you want to help? Amar's got one that's almost dead.
Yeah, Amar's one. So this is a makeshift weapon, so it's 20 to hit, not a natural 20.
Hit.
And it's a makeshift weapon, so unless you want to treat it as a club.
It is a club.
Okay. So why am I rolling a fate dice? There we go. 6 points of damage.
It had exactly 6 hit points.
Excellent.
You take it out. So then we go to Garm.
Garn. Remind me of the initiative order. I go and then they go.
Well, when you're fighting your final battle, the group goes first always.
Okay. I just want to. Here's the thing. It's like if I wound one and then wound another and leave them for Aimar and Yuri to clean up afterwards.
Right, you're at the bottom of the round.
So I'm at the bottom of the round. So that's not a good idea. So no, I'm just gonna on this guy in front of me. Who was it? Vertically dissect this chap. I think somebody in the chat. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's once with a 12. Crap. Do I have anything? I have an Inspire. I'm taking it.
You have an Inspire sitting right there.
Taking it. There we go. So that is a 17. I'm rolling again. That did not hit with a 7 and a 15. So 2 hits. Doing 7, 11, and crap. 5.
All right. That one goes yellow. At a good point, because the gods are still looking down, being
Sure.
Yes.
you hear across the battlefield a signal horn.
Oh, good. More. We were running low.
Wait in. They're going to get effectively an extra attack this round. No, Amar. 1 hit. Still rolling like shit. So Amar is going to take 5 minimum damage. And then Garn. 2 hits. 1 for 13, have to 7, and 1 for 10, have to 5.
Okay.
And Yuri, 1 hit. That's going to be 6. You have killed 8 of these so far, by the way. Amar, you're up.
Is it possible to basically do an acrobatics roll and try to roll or jump and weave between them to get behind them and just scream to see if I can draw their attention, thus turning them on me, exposing their backs easily to Garn and Yuri? Playing a game of Stump the GM here.
No. It's the problem is because of the way D&D works and the handing off of things. If I'm too generous, it makes the ability to have less meaningful. So I'm fine for giving advantages. So it's not stumping, it's just to make sure I'm not like giving away the farm, because then your feats don't mean anything. Are you doing it instead of taking your attack?
Yes, basically
Okay.
just dive through, swords akimbo, screaming to make sure that they
Your
turn.
acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
Smack him on the ass as you go by.
Actually, and this is a perfect time to burn that inspiration, thus making a 17 plus 7, 24.
Dude.
Okay, and then go ahead and take an attack. Because you've got your extra special last battle thing.
I'm going to sit there and see if I can get one of them right in the hamstring.
His hamstring looks vulnerable and luscious.
Oh, it was beautiful, and I sliced it nicely with an 18 total.
Damage?
9 points.
Okay, that one goes red. And Yuri, your first attack is going to get advantage.
Yuri is still laying about himself with the longbow, using it as a club. He's swinging it so fiercely that the bowstring snaps and splinters fall off it as he impacts one of the creatures for 22 to hit.
Hit.
7 points. And then
I wish I had an external camera. Amar's had 7 left exactly. You've done this 4 times so far.
excellent.
The gods smile upon us.
He looks up to the heavens and sees the vultures and the scavenger birds circling the field of battle.
Come, sisters, it's my time. Take me to the feasting halls or the nothingness. I embrace both.
And he throws away this weapon too. So he throws away his bow and he leaps on one of the other apes. So I'm trying to grapple another ape.
Go ahead.
You are the man.
So unfortunately, this is an opposed roll.
Oh,
That's only a 7.
oh.
I'll use inspiration. What the heck?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
I rolled terribly.
All right.
All right, so you've grappled him. I believe you're allowed to do damage when you have him in grapple. Go ahead and roll a d3 plus your strength.
So that is 2.
Die! Die, you ape! Die like a man. No, die like an ape. No, die like a boar. No, a plant. They die really good. Die!
He's lost it. Garm.
First attack at advantage.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Then let's just lay about and see what we can see. Oh, you bitch. I'm going to burn that inspiration. Jesus God. 2 and an 8? Really? Jeez Louise. All right.
All right.
Just a regular attack. All right. Here we go. Boom. Got it. 17. Cool. And then 2 more. One for, no, just I guess 1 more for the frenzy.
Gonna say,
just one
Imar
more.
was standing back here going, come on, I did this.
You did all the things. Use it. Yep. All I got is one bit of damage coming in. He takes 10.
At this point, the one that's
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I got 1 more for final action, final death,
go for it.
final fight. So here we go.
Final fight, final
The
something.
final thing. 21 with mods does 6 points of damage.
Okay, that's going to take them 1 to yellow. So Yuri is basically struggling with this one. 3 others are going to take shots at him with their spears. He is going to get hit 3 times. All right, Yuri.
Legit.
It's
It's
7
time.
Finally here.
and 9 and 12.
Woo! Yuri is obviously red. As blood is oozing from cuts and gashes all over his body. One of his legs gets knocked out from under him, and the knee bends the other way that it's not supposed to bend. And he drops to one knee, but he still maintains grip on this last red ape that he's trying to squeeze the life out of.
Waddle. Yes.
It is time!
Amar.
I have this image of Yuri over there putting this, red ape between his teeth and getting his gargle on.
And like 3 of them standing over him, just pummeling him.
Amar 13 damage.
Oh, ow.
And 1 hit for the barbarian. And 2 meals for Sister Sarah. 8 points for Garn.
So down to 4.
Yes, sir. And then Amar, you're up.
So paint this picture. We've got 3 standing over Yuri, beating him into the. How many more are
you're
within
in a
reach?
crowd of over a dozen. And you can barely even tell who's hurt and who's not now. The picture is a chaotic battlefield full of red apes trying to impale you on spears, and Yuri is clearly going to go down at this point.
Well, then, since Yuri is offering such an absolute beautiful distraction for them, I'm going to make sure more of them cannot walk into battle. As I basically take this and I'm going to run around that circle, just trying to see how many of them I can hit in the back of the knee.
Go ahead. So do you want to be helping Yuri with part of that? Or do you just want to leave Yuri to what he's doing?
Yuri is looking for his final battle, and I will leave him to it. But for the distraction that he brings to prevent any more to being able to approach our village, I shall use him.
So advantage on your first attack. These are armor class 14.
Oh, finally, 2 really good rolls all at once instead of 1 good one and 1 bad one. So that's definitely a hit. And with advantage, 13 points on one of them.
Okay.
And another stab at another as I go by, which is, wow, also an 18. It's going to be 5 points as I, try to hobble him a little bit. And then the third one, to make absolutely sure they're not going anywhere. Man, I finally get some start getting some really good rolls here. Oops, wrong number of dice. Hold on. 9 points of damage for another one as I work on taking out 3 of them to make sure that they're going to be limping home next to their brethren on their shields.
You satisfactorily managed to wound all 3 of them. Yuri.
Well, I still have one within my grasp, so I've got a hand around his neck, and I reach to my back and pull out an arrow and start stabbing him in the chest.
Go ahead, and I'm just going to give you 3 arrow. Just do arrow damage 3 times.
Okay, so what do we make this arrow the equivalent of?
So it's a D8. Well, roll a D6 plus your strength.
Okay.
Because you just stab yourself.
I'm a 7, 3,
Like shank.
and 4.
Shank. Okay.
It's a battlefield shank. That's what that is.
It's yellow. He's bleeding out, and you don't let him go. I assume.
No, I do not let him go.
This is Oz. Yeah. Garn.
Garn. First of all, Garn instinctively moves closer to Aymar and Yuri to be close to his brothers in these final swings, and smells the blood that Aymar has drawn on these 3 wounded ones. And Garn follows Aymar one after the other, hopefully.
So, Dave, I know as a fellow cinephile, you understand what this is. You're at the point where we switch to handheld cameras.
Yes, exactly. It's jiggly. Yes, we're on it. That's exactly what's happening. All right, first guy that Aymar tagged. Where's my freaking mouse? There we go. All right. Boom. Fuck. Do I even nope? No. Okay, so that one missed. Second one that Aymar hit. There we go. That's a 22. And that bastard takes 9 points of damage.
All right.
Is that enough to kill him?
It is not, no.
He's going to have to take a second tap then. But,
right.
of course, with an 8, that wouldn't hit. Fuck.
Okay.
So, there we go. All done.
And my turn.
Quick, how do I buy him an Inspire?
We've got a Savage. Oh, I should have used a Savage. Shit. We have a Savage up there, everybody. So if you roll a 17 or higher, we can do some damage.
Sadly, it came after my last round.
Yuri, I need your final words.
I go first.
So, Garn and Aymar, you see bits of Yuri come out of the little crowd of red apes that's on him. Like An arm flies out.
The camera pans to Yuri's hand, which is still. And then all of a sudden a finger twitches, and then it goes still again.
He's not dead. Oh, no, he's dead. He's dead.
Misses for Imar. And a 5 and a 6. I miss Garn. All right, we are down Yuri, then killable. Imar, you're up.
Well, since there's this beautiful grouping that are all just savagely ripping at Yuri,
Yeah.
all I can imagine is that he should really be in on the continued destruction. And so I snag that arm out of the air, dropping the dagger, and I'm going to smack somebody with it as I stab him with the other.
Are you using the wet end?
Well, of course, I had to grab him by the hand, so I
Shaking
have
my
a really
Okay.
good grip on him.
I'm going to give you advantage on both of those attacks.
Beat you with Yuri's dead arm. Ah!
I hit him with the dead arm. Sadly, I can't savage. That would have been awesome.
Oh,
if
that
I
would've
would
been
awesome.
Yeah, no, fuck that. My moon, my rules. It's Yuri's arm. You can savage with that arm.
And since I'm advantaged, hold on, this is gonna be worth it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times whatever. 3 with
So-
this arm.
He had already beaten it pretty badly. So the arm. So describe how you kill it with Yuri's arm.
So I grab this arm out of the air and I feel its grip tighten upon me, knowing that there's one last strike to happen. And as I swing across, it basically reaches around and it takes the head with it into the afterlife as they both go flying off into the distance.
Beautiful. Garn. That was all.
Wait, that was one swing with the
Yeah,
arm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I still got the swing with the.
I gotta say, respect to the comment section, by the way. There's a lot going on over there.
The other one's a hit too, with the short sword. Not nearly as magnificent, unfortunately, and is only a 9 points of damage total. As I stab into another one, staring at horror at its headless companion.
Garn, you're up.
Garn howls his rage and fury to the heavens to make way for the spirit of his friend Yuri, and ensures that the way will be paved red with blood of the ones that struck him down. And just attacks. Okay. Now the savage, is that the final roll or it's the dice roll?
It's the dice you roll, just like a critical hit.
Okay, so the dice, I rolled a 15, but the total is a 19, so that hits. So I'll tag not with an 8. It's a D10, you Yahoo. Yeah. D10. There we go. Oh, much better. 11. That's 13 points to that guy.
Can you use savage?
No, I rolled a 15.
Oh,
So it is red now.
All right, hit him again. I have an inspire. I'm going to burn it. I rolled the same fucking thing. Fine, and then I get one more attack for final battle. Come on. I hit, but it's not a 17. So that guy who is red takes an additional 6 points of damage.
Which kills him.
Yeah.
nice.
So
Yeah, let that be your handmaiden to the heavens, Yuri.
You've now killed 11, which is about 350 hit points worth of like blood at your feet.
Yes.
And they
We're just
attack.
beginning.
Amar. Hit.
Ouch.
Never mind. We're just ending.
Amar takes 9. And 9 again.
Ooh, ouch.
And 9 a third time.
I'd like to point out the first 2 of those don't matter. It's only the third one. Only the third one actually matters.
And it matters because
I started at 7.
Final words, please.
I would like to go back to my original declaration And because that was amazingly well thought of, and bring it forward. Can somebody do a quick cut and paste, a retcon of that scene to this one? Drop it in here.
He says something like before.
Yes, and it was wonderful. And the red apes wept a bit, knowing that their doom was upon them. And then
Garn, you are now alone. I get my attacks on you. 1 hit. You're going to take 11 and a half to 6.
Okay. Done.
And you are up. What now?
I stand between the bodies of my fallen allies, Aimar and Yuri. Howl to the heavens, come to me. Come and test your blades against the greatest fist that Zer has ever known. And Lele.
So, Garn,
Yes.
across the battlefield in the distance, you see 6 winged shapes come down from the skies and pluck 5 figures up. I think at that point it was 4, and fly off with them.
Our pact fulfilled, brothers. Our pact fulfilled. Yes. And now the rest is gravy. You're gravy. Whoops.
But, you mean me?
Yeah, you come here. You're gravy.
All right.
His heart buoyed by the knowledge that the quest has been fulfilled. He cheerfully, gleefully weighs into this sea of red blood and bronze. 19. Wait, where did the thing go?
It should be up there because you didn't use it. So go ahead and say that you used it.
I'm using that. I rolled a 19. So I will use that savage on
Now,
this guy.
we did not use it, so it should be there. So go ahead.
And this is times 3. So 7 plus 2 is 9 times 3 is 27 points. Blah!
Dead.
Yeah, that's first attack. Second attack. A 2. Clearly overshot and just blah. He just kind of revels in the death of that one.
Dave, you may use Yuri's unused inspiration.
Ha! I will. Yes, I will. Absolutely, I will. And sadly, it doesn't. 12. Sorry. But thanks, Yuri. You're the man. And the third, because it's my final battle, is fucking 5. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to be heroic here.
My turn.
Your turn.
You're
Come on.
literally surrounded now. They're getting.
Yes. Yes.
I have a hit and a natural 20.
That's good, Mark.
The hit's going to be 10 halved to 5.
Okay.
The natural 20 is a 14 halved to 7.
Okay. Very good.
And you're up.
Yes, laying in, just wheeling.
And the gods have set another savage in front of you, should you qualify.
Oh, bless you, gods. Bless you. I shall use it in glory. If I can possibly fucking hit. Oh, my God. That's the first hit. No, second hit's a 2. And the third hit, nat 20. Making the savage. Dude, do I even need to roll? I rolled a nat 20. The minimum I'm going to do is 5 times 2 is 10.
Go ahead and
times 3 is
describe
30.
what you do with the battle axe.
So the first 2 hits, flailing about, thwarted blows, knocked aside by his adversaries, and he falls back, and for a moment the camera sees only the raised clubs of the red apes descending upon him, and then suddenly the head of this one ape just flies over the shining light of the battle axe as they push back, and Garn says, "I'm not done yet. Come on!"
Have you used all your attacks?
I have. That's all I got.
Hit.
Okay, that siren is not for me. This is a role-playing game.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good.
10 points of damage.
How much?
10 half
10?
to 5.
Down to 5.
14,
Thank you.
14 half to 7.
And that's it. I'm dead.
Final words, please.
Ah, brothers, make way. We rise together in glory. Ah, Zer, live on, live on. Ah.
and the camera pulls back as the sea of red fur descends and then banks up after the flying rescuers, which are taking our heroes to their next adventure. For those who maybe haven't watched, that was actually the end of episode 1. We now see a different perspective on what happened there. All right, you killed 14 of those things, which will definitely have an impact on the settlement. It was quite a few. Definitely an awesome fight. Thanks to all of you for playing.
Yeah.
Does anyone have? I know that Garn makes a spectacular barbarian coffee.
He does. He does on the corpses of apes. We call it corpse coffee. Go to corpsecoffee.com and you can get resurrective coffee that will raise the dead, and also teas that will titillate the senses beyond all imagination. Corpse coffee and tea at corpsecoffee.com.
I run Nuked, which is Mutants, Magic, and Mayhem in a World Gone Mad, which is on Tuesday nights. You can find it on 819 Entertainment. Or if you follow me as Wandering Wizard on Facebook, I always put up ads for all the miscellaneous nonsense I'm doing. And Adam, you have anything going on?
I do not personally, but I will definitely put in another plug for the Corpse Coffee because I happen to know that it is my wife that does the tea portion of that of Corpse Coffee. So when you go there, definitely check out the coffee and the tea.
Any shout outs, Joe? You're muted.
Because of the sirens.
Yeah, I was muted because of the sirens. I was trying to keep you from that. So I'll throw my shout outs to Nuked on Mondays and to Corpse Coffee, which really should have a Berserker brewer now, maybe in the future. Great fun.
All right,
I would also
and,
like to say
do
a
we have
shout-out.
anything, Kimberly, from 21?
I believe we have one more shout out from Imar, whose real name I forgot.
That's fine. I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that gave us the Inspires because that made our night
Oh my
possible.
God. And the Savages were epic.
Oh, very much so. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching.
I'm sorry we couldn't make more of those Inspires. Holy crap.
Thanks, everyone. And thanks to Kimberly. You did a great job.
Absolutely. I'm going to slip some ads in here. We have the Dungeons and Dragons tours. Take a look at the screen. This is Ren Adventures, and they've got some tours coming up. And I've also got Tabletop Teas. Check that out. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. And is there closing credits we need to roll?
That is a thing that I can make happen.
Beautiful.
Look at me go.
Good night,
There.
everybody.
Good
Cheers,
night,
everyone.
all.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
tuning
joining
in.
us.